Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making my own laundry detergent and testing it out on one of the hardest things to clean, cloth diapers. Alright, if you're new here, I'm Claire and this channel is all about mom stuff, lady stuff, and life stuff. So definitely hit that subscribe button down below if that interests you. Today, I'm doing the DIY laundry detergent. I've actually never done it before, but I've always been really interested in giving it a try. And a lot of the YouTubers that I follow do this, and so I've kind of been inspired to give it a go. I have done a lot of YouTube research, watched a lot of videos on people doing this, and also read some blogs, and there's a lot of different ways of going about it. And the one I've chosen to make only has 3 ingredients. That is washing soda, borax, and Castile soap. I've chosen Kirk's Original Castile soap. That's just what popped up on Amazon. It was a good deal and had good reviews. It's fragrance free and all that stuff. I will leave a link down below to all of these things. I did purchase them all on Amazon. Even this jar I got on Amazon too. I did notice that some of the prices were a little higher on Amazon than like in your regular grocery store. So that's something to keep in mind, but since I have Prime, it was just worth it to me to have it shipped right to my door. And the ratio that I'm using, I've seen quite a few different ones, but a popular one seems to be 2 parts washing soda, 2 parts borax, 1 part Castile soap. So that turns out to be 2 cups, 2 cups, and 2 bars of soap, which equals around 1 cup. So yeah, let's get started and let's chop up our soap. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is chop up my soap a little bit. I am actually making a laundry gel, not a laundry powder. So I don't really need to chop it like super finely, but like fine enough that it will melt easily when I pour some hot water on it. So you can use like a blender or a food chopper or whatever, but I'm just gonna cut it up into like little pieces and throw it on this other bigger cutting board because this is a stupid size. Sorry. So now I'm just chopping it up into little bits. I have seen people using cheese graters as well. I just decided to cut it up. Maybe I'll use a cheese grater next time. While I've been chopping this, I actually have my kettle on because I'm gonna pour hot water over it to melt it all to get that sort of like gel consistency. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put all of the Castile soap into my jar. I guess you could probably mix it in a separate jar, but I just thought it would be easier to just keep it right in here. One thing that I noticed when I was watching all of these YouTube videos is not many people told you what size like container you need, and for the people who make like the liquid stuff, they like have it in 5-gallon buckets and all that stuff, and like that's just too much for my little house. This is a half-gallon jar, and it is going to hopefully be the perfect size for what I'm using today. One thing I also noticed that some YouTubers were leaving out of their detergent videos is how long will this last? How much do you need per load? All that kind of stuff. So we are going to experiment with it today so I can give you guys some answers on that too. All right, so now I have my kettle. I've let it cool down just like a little bit so it's not like bubbling over. And I'm going to add it into here, like just enough to cover the soap. And now I'm hopefully going to just let that all melt until all the chunks are gone. Alright, well I am waiting for the jar to dissolve all of my soap. I'm actually going to mix the borax and the washing soda together, just like if you're baking cookies, mix your dry ingredients first, That way I won't have any chunks of either one hanging out in the soap. I want it to be really well mixed together. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix 2 cups of my borax with 2 cups of superwashing soda. And I know a lot of people out there don't use borax, and I mean, that's totally cool. Whatever works for you, go for it. The research I did led me to believe that it's really safe. It's not boric acid. There's a difference between the two. If you're interested in more of that, definitely just do a quick Google search, and you may come to the same conclusion as I did, that it's totally safe to throw in the mixture here. So yeah, I'm gonna measure that out and mix it up now. Probably I should have sifted this. I am noticing some lumps in here. One thing you could do about that is actually use a potato masher. That's just a little trick that will de-lumpify anything that gets lumpy. You could use this on like sugar too and stuff like that. Alright, it's almost there. There's like a few chunks left. I'm not gonna lie, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. I will definitely be either blending it or cheese grating all of it next time. I really did not anticipate the amount of time it would take for all these little things to melt. So I will definitely be trying to make them smaller next time. But I mean, it's not a big deal, it just takes a little bit longer. Alright you guys, I've let this dissolve just about as much as I can handle. It's been a really long time. There are a couple like little teeny chunks in there. I'm sure if I just gave it a few more minutes, it would probably be fine, but my kids are starting to get mad that they're not down here, and it's just taking a long time. So next time I will make them smaller, but just to make sure that they are very smooth, I am going to run it through the strainer. And as I'm looking at this, I'm realizing that this jar is definitely too small. So you're gonna need something bigger than a ½ gallon. Oh wait, there's one more thing before I do that. This is totally optional. This is just something I've decided to add. Some people like to put essential oils into their detergent. Some people in the powder, they'll like do it as they're doing their laundry. But I decided, since we've got this great liquid, why don't we add it now? And the one I've chosen is called Uplift. It's like a blend of a bunch of different stuff. But this is obviously like not necessary to clean your clothes or your diapers or anything you're doing. But I do like this one. I like the way it smells, and the ingredients in it are safe for children and pets and all that stuff. So it would kind of depend. You could probably use like lemon or lavender or stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put probably, I don't know, maybe 10 drops in. I mean, this is a big load, so I'm probably gonna just throw in some drops of this, whisk it up, and then put it on in my mixture. Now I'm just gonna mix it on up. And actually, what I found, again, the potato masher is actually doing the best job of mixing this all together. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, so I'm gonna have to put you down just to get it, to get like a little more smooth. So the consistency was a little bit too thick and clumpy for me. It wasn't like getting that like nice, like smooth consistency, so I went ahead and used the rest of the water from the kettle and poured it in there. And it's looking a little bit better. It still needs a lot of stirring. I feel like I'm churning butter. But this, I guess, at this point, it would be really personal to like what you want to use, how liquidy versus solid you want it to be. So I guess there's no perfect measurement. I would say just keep adding it a little bit at a time until you reach sort of the desired texture, and of course I'll show you what that means to me in just a minute. As you can see, it's like a lot more liquidy right now, but not quite like liquid detergent, and there's still quite a bit of it down there. Okay, so I mashed it up with my potato masher, and I mean, I probably could use it like this. It's like the right gel consistency that I want it, but when I take a little between my fingers, I still can feel some lumps, and I really don't want that in my laundry. So I'm gonna go ahead and use an immersion blender. I know this is starting to get like probably more complicated than it needs to be. But you could probably use anything, or you probably could have just sifted your powders like I didn't. So I'm gonna blend it now. All right, you guys, it's all whipped up, and this made so much detergent. Like, this is so heavy. From the research I've done, people use anywhere between a tablespoon and a quarter of a cup of this. So that's a lot of loads of laundry. So now I'm going to put it back into my teeny tiny jar. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest. Maybe I'll like give it away. Free samples. All right, you guys, I'm in my bathroom now, which is also our laundry room. So I am gonna go ahead and give this a try. I have a really full load, if you'll pardon the pun, of cloth diapers to wash. I have done a few videos on cloth diapers that I will leave linked down below. One of them was my cleaning routine. Normally I use this stuff called Rock and Green. It also, like the stuff I am using today that I just made, is like, you know, like phosphate and paraben free, no artificial fragrances. So this is what I had been using, and this is like 20 or 25 bucks for this, which is crazy. So hopefully I can replace it with what I just made. Honestly, some of the ingredients in this are the same that are in borax and the washing soda, so that would be really cool if this works. One thing I am gonna add is vinegar. This is just white distilled vinegar. This is good even if you are using regular laundry detergent. Vinegar is a really good way to rinse your clothes. It acts as kind of like a natural fabric softener, so I'm gonna use this in my final rinse of the diapers. That's just something that I do, but you don't have to. All right, so we're all full of diapers. And now people use anywhere between a tablespoon and a quarter of a cup. Now these are really stinky diapers, but the actual volume of them is not very much. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons in. I'm going to add my vinegar where my fabric softener goes, because that releases in the final rinse. So with that, let's see, I'm gonna put it on extra heavy, and then temperature I'm gonna put on warm, just because other people have said that it doesn't dissolve as well unless you use warm water. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna go to heavy duty, deep rinse, and I don't know, there's no poo setting, so I guess we're gonna go with dirt. And yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, you guys, I actually just cleaned my whole bathroom while I was waiting for the diapers to be done. They have just beeped, so let's take a look inside. Wow, they don't smell like anything, so like that's really good. Nice. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, it totally worked. Wow. Okay, I'm feeling really confident about this now. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. If you're a cloth diaper, you know that like putting your face right up in there and it not being good, it's real sad when that happens. Yeah. This detergent totally works on cloth diapers. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna throw them in my dryer now, and I was going to do like a regular load and test it out because I thought, oh, maybe if it doesn't work on cloth diapers, maybe it'll still work on regular clothes. But now I am super confident that if it works on diapers, it will definitely work on my regular clothes. Oh my god. Oh, yes. All right, you guys, I did a quick calculation. This is a half gallon or 64 ounces, and there's about 2 tablespoons in every ounce. So if you are doing 2 tablespoons per load, this jar will get you 64 loads of laundry, which is amazing. Not to mention that I have about 3 like small Tupperware things full of it too. So I would say 80 loads for that. So that's a crazy good deal, especially because I have plenty of borax and plenty of the washing soda left. I would just need to buy like a couple more bars of soap, which are only a couple dollars a piece to make more. So that is extremely economical. Okay, so obviously this was my first time. You just witnessed it. I don't know everything there is to know about making your own laundry detergent. So if you guys have any tips for me or like ways that you do it, I would love to hear it, because just like a cloth diaper routine, the tweaking always happens, and I would love to find out more and try other methods. So let me know in the comments down below. And of course, hit that subscribe button and come back for more mom stuff, lady stuff, and life stuff. I post new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to have you. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!